You know, I was kind of reluctant to share this a little bit, but I'm going to share it anyway. There was a time where I was just chilling out with somebody and they went to sleep. And I just stayed next to them. I was like, whatever, who cares? They'll wake up. I'll tell them I'm going to hit the road or whatever. And then they started saying things like, God can't save you in their sleep. It's like, that's weird. And I'd wake them up and I would tell them and they'd go back to sleep. And then when I would get up to go do something, they would say it again. God can't save you. That's pretty creepy. Okay, it started to get kind of creepy. And it would get quieter as I was doing something, but they would say it. Very creepy, right? And so I just let them stay asleep. And then through them, started to speak someone else. It sounded like them, but it wasn't them. It was, they pretty much told me that they were a demon. Okay. This person's asleep, okay? But a demon is speaking out of them. That's what the situation seemed to be from what I was experiencing, okay? That's why I believe in demons. One of the reasons. And they started to basically say that, I follow a flawed God. And I asked them why. Why is my God flawed? And they just kept repeating themselves. It was very hard to have a conversation. They didn't really care about what you were saying. But then it was a male demon. And he started to say, you follow a flawed God. He just kept saying that. So then I said, why did you guys get kicked out of heaven? What really happened? Let me know. What really happened? I really want to know. And then they just kept repeating themselves. You follow a flawed God. Well, I was like, why should I follow you? You follow a flawed God. Okay. Well, I want to know what happened. What happened in heaven? What did he do that was so wrong? And they said he committed an injustice. And I said, what was the injustice that he committed? And he said, created humans. So this demon saw me as an injustice. He saw every human being as an injustice. Okay? And that's what it says in the Bible. It says the angels told God, don't make humans. They're only going to disappoint you. God made humans anyway. Okay? And I started to ask this demon questions about people I knew. And then the demon kept saying, I'm not authorized. And I said, who is authorized? And he said, the first angel. So I said, okay, well, obviously he's talking about Lucifer. So I was like, okay, well, let me talk to Lucifer. He said, no, Lucifer's busy right now. So I said, okay, Lucifer's busy. He didn't say Lucifer, he said he's busy. So I said, okay. So then I told him, what if you're not authorized because Lucifer just doesn't know? What if he just doesn't know the truth? And he ignored me. He would say things very specifically that only I knew about, that the person who I was next to didn't know about. So that was more proof to me that this really was a demon. Making jokes about insecurities that I had, and then if I reacted a certain way, would laugh, okay? Very evil stuff. And funny stuff, too. It wasn't all evil. But I said I was going to pray for somebody. And they started freaking out. They started saying no over and over again and shaking. And I actually held this person and said, okay, I won't. I actually had sympathy. And I remember how gross I felt when I did that. It felt like I just hugged a dumpster, because the person inside of this person was gross. These demons are disgusting. It felt like I just hugged like a dead person. It was really gross. I was like, man, no wonder you can't show these things any intimacy, you know? It just felt so disgusting. I almost regret doing it. I shouldn't have comforted them at all, you know? They would never comfort me or you, you know? I actually tried to grab its hand to see what would happen, and it like pushed my hand away really hard, really strong. And I was like, man. And it would stop talking for a little bit, and then it would continue to talk. I basically talked a lot of shit. You know, I would say like, oh, you know, why would I not follow God when he's the way into heaven? You know, you can't go into heaven, so obviously you're jealous. And I was talking a lot of shit. Another thing is the demon would say things. He would say certain people are going to hell that I knew. He would say, oh, this person's going to hell. But he would also tell me if people were following God. So I asked them if certain people were following God, and they said yes. So I was like, okay, well, that's good news. But he could have been lying about that too. But I don't think demons are afraid to give you bad news. They think if something's bad news, they'll just tell you it's bad news. Which is part of the reason why they're stupid. I'm going to make a video of an open letter to Lucifer, telling him all the reasons why he's going to fail and why he's been failing. He doesn't even know Lucifer doesn't even know he's been failing. He thinks he's winning. Yeah. I'm sure he gets a little confused sometimes, but it'll really steepen, you know. And then we talked about stuff, man, you know. What else did we talk about? We talked about a lot of different things. But he would basically say things that didn't bother me because it's almost like he wasn't all-knowing. You know, he wasn't aware that I already knew certain things. So some things he said, you know when someone insults you and it's like you expected that to do something to me because you must not know that I already know all these things, so that's not going to bother me. It was like that. It was like he was saying things that he thought would really bother me, and it confused me. I'm like, what? They really don't know. They really don't know a lot about you. They really don't know you better than you know yourself or whatever. That's all bullshit. They don't know you very well. They don't know me very well. You know, these demons have been around me probably a long time. They go around all over the place. They don't know me that well. They're good at mimicking because they're manipulators. But eventually, the person woke up, you know, and you know, it was all good, you know, and they didn't even know that happened. And I told them, like, hey, you know, there was a demon talking through you, telling me all this crazy stuff. So that's my story about talking to a demon. I will say this demon, he said he had no eyes. He said he didn't have eyes. Yeah. That's it. That's the video. Kind of a creepy video. Ooh, spooky. Should have saved that one for Halloween. But, every day's Halloween for them, you know? Anyways, I'll be back in a flash. Like, subscribe, and share. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So like, subscribe, and share with all your friends and family. Leave a comment if you feel like it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll be back in a flash. Thanks for watching.